missed what happened in, at Minecon. This is basically a quick recap. Well, not really a recap, it's more of like a things you should know, and things that are really important coming in the update, and not obvious things. So one of the first things that was really cool is that, of course, we have fish in the game. Of course, fish exist, but one of the things that are there is that fish don't actually swim, and in this update they're gonna be adding fish that swim, guys. Can you imagine that? So we're going to be going underwater, and we're going to be able to see actual fish swimming. Now, I know we can see squid swimming and darting around, and, blurting out black ink or whatever, but it's going to be really cool to see fish actually swimming in the water, just because it's going to make Minecraft water look a lot more realistic than it already does. Because if you guys didn't know, the water, it just there's not too much there. I mean, it does look okay, it does look alright, but there's not too much there apart from a few squids, and apart from the odd amount of, what's it called again, a brick or cement or whatever that you get from, it's clay, actually, that's it, it's clay underwater that you get. So yeah, that's one of the things that the underwater is really going to be really cool, is that the fish are now going to be swimming past you. Because you can imagine just going underwater and then having fish swim straight past you, above you, and stuff like that. It's going to be really cool. And that's not the only feature, guys. Another feature that so a lot of people missed out is that there's going to be different fish types. I want to put on some images on screen now of the different fish types, because there's actually only not too many fish types in a Minecraft. There's like maybe the puffer fish, there's the clownfish, the salmon, the raw fish, and I think that's it. So I know over time they have added the clownfish and the puffer fish and the salmon and stuff like that, but before it was only just a standard raw fish, and we've come actually a far way. And of course, as you guys can see, there's going to be fish that actually swim about. So yeah, that's one of the cool features, is having fish and stuff that actually move and just are in the actual water, and you use the actual water for transportation. So one of the next ones, and this is possibly the most interesting one, guys, is gonna be an abandoned shipwreck, guys. Now, I'm not entirely sure what an abandoned shipwreck would look like, guys, because an abandoned shipwreck, they didn't give us too much info, and it was kind of hard, it was kind of hard to see exactly how the abandoned shipwreck was look. But of course, people have done this in Minecraft before, and I probably will put those pictures up on screen. But yeah, I think an abandoned shipwreck is going to be a very new thing, a very new and interesting thing, simply because we've never had an abandoned shipwreck before, and the fact that they're adding a whole new structure into the game is really cool. Because the last time they added a structure into the game, it was probably a really long time ago, and I honestly don't remember when they added a new structure into the game. So an abandoned shipwreck, my guess is that there's probably going to be chests there, there's probably with probably some gold, treasure, and stuff like that. There's probably going to be some other stuff there, and it's just going to be really cool to explore the abandoned shipwreck underwater, which is actually going to be really cool. So a whole new structure added into the game is going to give us a whole new take on Minecraft, a whole new sort of I don't know, a whole new experience, guys, because every time they add a new structure, it's like this whole new thing is added into the game. Like villages are really cool, sand temples are really cool, jungle temples are really cool, nether fortresses are really cool, and of course an abandoned ship is going to be the new one. So this is something that you don't want to miss out on. It's something that people missed because they didn't really see it. I mean, the video that they showed, it wasn't too good at showing, because they didn't want to show everything in the abandoned shipwreck. They just wanted to do like a sneak peek sort of thing. So an abandoned shipwreck, guys, is going to be really cool. I know that's probably like the worst shipwreck you've ever seen. I don't know how big it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be big, I don't know if it's going to be small, but hopefully it's going to be big, cool, and we're going to be exploring that stuff as well. Now, the next thing that some people missed, guys, is that there's going to be lots of coral reef. And the coral reef, guys, are really cool feature of the game. Now, the reason I say this, guys, is because if we take a look right now at the current state of the oceans, guys, it doesn't look too colorful. I mean, it just looks pretty plain, pretty boring, pretty dry. And I don't know, guys, I don't know about you, but that's not really how a coral reef look. A coral reef would in fact have like really cool colors. It would have a lot of diversity. There would be like perhaps some seaweed, some reeds in the water, and one thing that you guys missed as well, guys, is another feature with, of course, the coral reef, is that there were a lot of reeds and different plants that were swaying in the water. So that means, guys, that we're going to be getting a bunch of new items in addition to this, because of course, you know, when they added new things into the game, we're going to be getting some new items as well. So of course, these, you know, underwater coral reefs are gonna spawn a lot more flowers and a lot more things that would also, guys, and this is like a thing that I think may happen, guys, and this is very, very rare. You know, I'm pretty sure this probably won't happen, but we might get some new potions and stuff like that, simply because, you know, when you add a bunch of new items into the game, sometimes when you craft flowers and stuff like that and reeds and stuff like that, they're gonna have a bunch of different uses that are probably going to be, some of them, I honestly believe that some of them are going to be new features into the game, which they just didn't have the time at Minecraft to announce, simply because there's so much coming into the, you know, the game. There's actually quite a lot. Like, if you think about it, it's not just like, you know, we're adding an abandoned shipwreck underwater, they're adding fish, they're adding coral reefs, they're adding a bunch of stuff. Now, another thing they've added, guys, which is really, really cool, that a lot of people missed for this update, guys, is the trident. Now, this is going to be a game changer, and the reason I say that, guys, is because it's an underwater weapon that's supposed to be used underwater, and I'm pretty sure you can use it above land as well. And what's cool about this weapon, and, you know, what's absolutely insane about this weapon is that, you know, one thing is that, you know, the weapon itself can actually be thrown at people. I mean, that's insane, guys. Like, you can actually just imagine someone throwing a diamond sword at, you know, another player and then hitting them. And the thing is with that as well, guys, is it actually comes back to the player after it hits them. So you can just be dealing damage and you can like hit other players, and, you know, the trident is going to come back to you. But you do need, guys, I just got to remember this, you do need to enchant it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the trident behaves underwater, because I'm surprised that they made a weapon just for the underground. I mean, they made a weapon just for, you know, the underwater, and I'm pretty sure, you know, a trident, you're probably going to be able to, you know, find special materials in abandoned shipwrecks, then use those special materials to get a trident. Because if a trident isn't like a proper, you know, special item that you can get, I'm pretty sure it will just remove some of the, you know, creativity out of the game. Because I really want a trident to be an item that, you know, maybe you find only in a chest, because having a super rare trident item would be really cool. Because I mean, diamond swords, I guess you could say they're rare, and I guess you could say they're cool, but I mean, as long as you found 2 diamonds, anyone can make them. So I really, really do hope that a trident is going to be that item that is going to be super rare and just really, really cool. That's honestly one of my wishes, and it's probably going to happen, simply because, you know, the Aquatic update, if they don't do that, then they're gonna have to add a bunch of other items that, you know, you need to craft. Or if they, you know, don't do that, which I doubt they will, they're probably just gonna be building it out of iron and wood and stuff like that, which I highly doubt, because I don't know, it just wouldn't make sense to me. Because if you can have a weapon that you can just throw at people as well as hit them with, I don't think anyone would use a diamond sword anymore, because a diamond sword is gonna be pretty much useless against something that you can throw at people. So yeah, the last one that, you know, a lot of people weren't even talking about is Mob B, guys. Now, Mob B, well, in fact, a lot of people kind of talk about this, but yeah, Mob B, guys, the Ancient of the Night Skies, I think the God of the Night Skies or something like that, or the Terror of the Night Skies, something like that, is really, really insane. This mob is going to come down and hunt those players who haven't slept for days. So those players, guys, who like to stay up for long and, you know, just like to go on crazy adventures, are going to be those players being targeted. Now, I do want to say that most players in Minecraft do actually sleep. Like, most players in Minecraft, you know, they do get a good night's sleep. And just the fact that this is going to be targeted at players that don't sleep, I'm not sure I'm not sure who's going to be targeted, because a lot of players don't really stay up all the way through the night, and I think most people are just going to be trying. So as I was saying, guys, I do think that the Mob of the Night Skies is going to be the most insane mob that we've had, simply because we don't have any mobs that fly, guys. Look out here at this sky right here. It looks empty, it looks barren, it looks like there's nothing there, and it would just be cool. I know you can have parrots and you can have chickens falling from the sky, but it would just be so cool to see, like, you know, a Terror of the Night Sky just flying around. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like that would just be adding a whole new element into the game that'd be really, really cool. And it's just gonna be really scary now, guys. Like, you're just gonna be in your world running about thinking, oh yeah, this is a normal awesome day, then boom, something flies down and just, you know, you get a chunk taken out of you. So what I think is gonna happen, guys, is that a lot of people are gonna be mining, and because when you're mining, you don't know whether it's daytime or nighttime. What's going to happen is that people are going to come out of the caves. People are going to be, you know, like, hey, let's just mine. Let's just, you know, let's say someone mining down here. And then when they come out of the caves, because they've been, you know, awake for like 5 days mining, they're probably going to get swooped down on by mobs of the night skies, which is going to be really interesting. And I'm going to be doing so many videos when that update does drop. But guys, It's Spindrism C. Now let me if you knew all of the features that were mentioned in this video, because that would be really cool, and it'd be interesting to know how much you guys keep up with the Minecraft news and the Minecraft scene. So yeah, Spindrism C. And if you guys do enjoy the video, do not forget to like on the video, do not forget to subscribe, and until next time, it's going to be Spindrism C, and it's going to be peace.